And just like that, we're back in the United States. Yep. And now we're gonna go drive to get our RV back.
Yes.
We need to get Saturday. We didn't know that our RV would see so much wildlife. Deer, cats, rabbits, chipmunks, squirrel, and worst, mice. Can we get rid of them? Which trap is effective? And can we find where they are coming in? Come with us in this journey and please leave your help in the comments because we need it. So, let's go. Oh my gosh, 6 weeks without this truck. And I can just appreciate how big is it. And how technologic. Oh my gosh, I forgot about all of this and all these cool cameras, the buttons, and this window that's like I don't know, beautiful.
Oh, sorry.
Open window. Oh yeah, you're good.
Oh, I'm good. Okay.
You're very good here.
I think last time I must have been way over to the right.
Yes, it was night. You know, it was dark. Wow, this truck is beautiful, and we have this.
Yeah, although
Yeah, I heard Chuck now. We know what it is. We're gonna get fixed.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, we need to fix it out again. Why is it so hot here?
It's in the sun.
We are not turning on the things.
Oh, I would love to turn on things if you could push the buttons.
Ooh, we have AC.
Yeah, I was like, this thing is nice, but let's just turn the AC.
Max AC.
All right.
Whoa. So happy we got eggs for breakfast.
Yeah.
This is our RV.
Hello, RV.
After 6 weeks, we're back. It's almost starting raining. Let's see the situation. This is RV.
Let's see inside.
Use the lights, Amor. Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, a light for me, babe.
Here's your light.
Thank you. All right. Is everything in place?
Our tanks.
Looks good.
Our black tank is still almost full.
And black tank is still full.
Lights.
We left this thing here for collect the moist, and it's heavy.
Yeah, damper is full.
So this one's full.
Yeah. I don't notice anything yet.
Me too. I don't know.
In the pantries where I have the
Any animals in here?
the two traps.
Okay, let's check up, like the bathroom.
Yep.
Feels so good to get inside of our home.
Yep.
It's awesome. Okay, bathroom.
How's it look?
Looks,
All the wallpaper is in its perfect spots.
but we need to look for mold.
Yeah.
Looks pretty dry.
I mean, yeah, it seems kind of dry in here, actually.
6 weeks, and then feels like it's the same.
Everything's seeming fine?
Seems fine. We have this other damp in here, which is
Probably full?
full. And it's actually so wet that it was...
Yeah, don't tilt it because it might spill
It is
through.
wet outside, actually. Animals. Mouse.
Yeah, if anything, it'd be in like the
Everything
pantry. So we'll have to, after we put out the slides.
Let's see our solar.
Yeah, how's our solar?
97% battery, so we are just fine. Amazing. And with this thing, they say that the humidity is comfortable.
Oh.
And I don't feel here like wet or something like that. So there's probably no mold.
Perfect.
I don't know. Animals? This
I
other one.
think if there are animals, they've already left.
This one's also full.
Because we're making a bunch of noise.
I guess we'll see.
Yep.
Found the mouse. Do you know what I'm worried the most?
What's you worried about?
Is what if there's more mouses in here because we have one trap, and what if they reproduce
so now
and now they're living inside of this RV with us?
I don't think so, but they at least if they were temporary residents, then we will put down more traps with peanut butter this time to actually go.
Yes. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
we can do that.
Yeah.
We think that he came through this.
That's my guess.
This is the kitchen. They
That's
can
the
access
easiest
the
way.
pass
I mean,
through.
there's more difficult ways they can come through, but yeah. So I think because we have at least one more trap. I think we have We just have the two, but we'll put some more down.
I'm buying more tomorrow.
And then we can peanut
I'm
butter
worried
the
about
traps.
sleeping in there. They're not gonna come to us, right?
No.
Like running through my mouth.
No, it's not that.
I have this weird dream
They
about
just want to eat our food.
sleeping and then the mouse walking through my face. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Okay. Let's look. So we're still, we're still okay on the shocks. Oh, there's a wheelbarrow behind the thing, but it's fine. Still good. Everything looks fine over here. This one, there are shocks here, but they're covered in grass. Yeah, all right, cool. Everything looks okay on the outside. We'll go ahead and do the slide.
Everything good outside?
Yeah, looks okay. Yeah.
Good. Awesome. All right, so let's do this slide in the bedroom. Let's see if any animal gonna start running around here, and I'll run around too.
Here, you can hold on to this, and then also, if it starts acting weird, let me know. I'll stop.
Okay, so bedroom slide.
3, out. Ready?
Yes. So far, so good. So hold on now. Let me go check in this side.
Yeah, make sure not to be behind the wood.
Let's see if there's anything in the floor there. Who knows? Might be a dead animal in there. Oh, everything looks good actually. Guess. Yes, continue.
Okay, slide 3, out.
That's the sounds that made. I think I'm not used to anymore.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this bedroom is big.
Yeah.
Look at this is our room. This is so nice. We live in an RV. That's so nice.
So slide 1, out.
It's moving.
Okay, and then I'll just go check,
Okay.
just in case. I'm good to go.
Yay. Okay. So I'm gonna continue right here.
Yep.
It's
Slide 1, out.
1.
Ta-da!
Beautiful. We have a live room.
And then
Just like that.
everything looks fine over here. And then make sure this pantry's still closed.
Yes.
This is good.
Oh wow, feels big.
Yeah.
Feels like I am rediscovering this place. This is our house, Amor.
Yeah,
We live
pretty cool,
here.
All
Yay.
right, we're good for slide 2, out.
Okay. But wouldn't be only one mouse. Would it be 2 mouse?
Well, it depends. Maybe we're just exploring because it's like, oh, this big gigantic structure is that. All right, let's investigate the mouse house.
Couldn't sleep knowing there's a mouse in there.
So we took a peek through here and we saw that there is, in fact, one dead mouse
One.
and mouse poop back there and some mouse poop here. So my guess is that they went through here.
Oh my gosh.
And then there's
He's half awake. Ah, it stinks.
It stinks, it's dead, yeah. There's a airflow which goes into the pass-through, and then there's inside the pass-through there's a sliding door, and then inside there's like this little tiny room with all these things, all these mechanisms and stuff. I think I might have shown it on the channel before, but if not, we'll show it some other time. But that's where like the water heater and like the water pump and a bunch of other electronics and all the stuff that, like all the wires that all connect to all these things, like the switch box and the solar stuff and lots of stuff in there. Anyway, so that goes through directly. So actually when you're in the pass-through, if you slide that open, you can see lights from here. And sometimes when there's, if there's like something moves, when you sort of move and if it moves the cable, there's a motion light that actually sometimes turns on. So that might shine through here sometimes, if it, you know.
Do you think we can put some sort of a net in here?
No, because I think if we block that, then they'll just come through the floor anyway. It's possible that they can get in through a lot of different spots on the bottom of the RV, and partly because we weren't living here, and so it wasn't a space that they would.
Unless if they were coming here while we were living here.
I don't think so.
But we didn't have a trap, so we didn't see.
I feel like we would have, like, there's a lot of poop in that corner.
Right.
Mouse poop.
So how the poop work? They poop when they eat, or
They poop when they walk. So as it's
the
sort
walking
of,
poop, walking poop.
So they sort of make their own path, because I think it helps them identify like their path that they've been taking. So that's why a lot of times it runs along the edges, which is why when I put this in, I put it in the. In fact, my guess is this guy, unfortunately, didn't die from the trap. It's like he died from being stuck on the trap because we didn't bait it.
Well, he died for starvation.
Yeah. Fabio is going to look to see if the raccoon is in an office. I mean, if there's a raccoon in the office.
Could be a raccoon here?
No. We would have heard them by now.
Where's the raccoon? No, I don't think there's. Ah, there's stuff in there.
What is?
Black poop, I guess.
Let me see.
I don't know what is that. Looks like poop.
Huh.
Something's living here. This is a lot of poop. A whole lot of poop.
Yeah, something actually. So what this is on the floor, oddly, is it's parts of this carpet.
So this thing's eating the carpet?
Either somehow this thing is magically dissolving itself, or
No, this is a trail.
I think something was nibbling on this mat, which is very odd.
No, there's a mouse poop on my thing.
That's quite possibly mouse poop.
Yeah, it's
And
a
mouse
mouse
poop over there.
And this corner too. Not a mouse poop. Oh my gosh, now my office is a mouse office.
Why would they chew on this thing? Comment in below to say why the mice would care to munch on this kitchen mat. That seems weird.
The mouse walk all over.
Well,
This is a mouse house right now.
yeah, I mean a little bit.
We need to put baits in that thing. We need to declare war then.
So luckily, I have tomorrow off. I can go buy some more mouse traps.
Is this incorrectly? Look at this. It's kind of like half open.
That would probably means that you closed it last. Because I always close it all the way. You only sort of close it. There you go. Now you've closed it all the way.
That's not good. That's not good.
Yeah, so this is the downside to, I mean, wherever you are,
6 weeks.
There's something that lives in the area. Here, there's a bunch of mice all the time.
At least I don't see any mold.
Yeah.
But tomorrow we're gonna need to check the Passthrough. And then tomorrow we'll see if we can catch a new mouse tonight. Ah, it's stuck in the floor. It's decomposing,
It's decomposed.
beautiful floor. The mouse is decomposing my floor.
So do we have a spatula? No, we want to keep all the spatulas. Do we have something similar to a spatula we're going to throw away? What do you think?
Why does he want to be in the floor?
What's this?
You can have
No.
this one?
No, I don't. I just want something I'm going to throw away. Something small.
No, but I have some old ones that I don't use. So this one, we don't like it because this one's kind of, the plastic melted.
Perfect.
So I'm keeping this one just for remove mouse.
To remove mice. Okay.
Yeah, that's the main goal. Oh my gosh. Ah!
Blah.
Ugh, it stinks so bad. It really stinks. And I have the stain thing on the floor.
You could spray it with
The composer stuff. That's not good. So we have the wipes and we have the other things.
I want to spray to kind of soak it.
That's my face.
Okay, and then the peanut butter.
Peanut butter is in the refrigerator. Oh, I don't think we have any peanut butter.
Okay, we'll wait to do this tomorrow.
Look, check in the refrigerator. The fridge. B-roll of the next trap with Nutella. Good morning. It's Monday. We are super tired from the whole international trip coming back from Brazil. Was everything all right? That was our first time flying during the day. I read it actually, so I don't lose a night of sleep. And now I need to clean my office because I know the mouses was walking all over here. I need to clean everything. So, what if you do some magic? Finally, my work's done. So, I was here organizing the kitchen, putting stuff away, and then I saw this.
Me! Just kidding. She was in this drawer, and she noticed that we have mouse poop. So we have mouse poop here, and here, and here. And I know that when we left, this door was open to the garbage, but this drawer was closed. And so there's mouse poop in everything. I mean, in everything in this drawer.
Everything is mouse poop. And the question is, how they got in here?
Let me shine a light down.
Because the slides come this way. The slide is closed. So how the mouse got in this door?
So the back of this is actually open. So in the back section here, there's actually cables that run along the whole back. And so this drawer seems very closed on this side. But if there's any other opening, like for instance, the opening for the
For the TV here?
like the TV potentially, or any other spot. So anywhere that might have been open.
The TV was closed.
Yeah, the TV's closed.
TV
but
was
there's still a
closed.
little opening. Although there's no mouse poop up there. So what I think is like underneath the fridge, there's probably an access that goes, like the cables that we see in the drawer are also over here. So once they're in here.
They can get through here.
Yeah, you can go through here.
They can get
and then
through
they
here.
get to those cords and they can get into the drawers through the...
Yeah.
So they can get through all this just fine. And probably maybe a similar situation on this side too.
Nate is here checking the outside RV, especially the pass-through, to see if we can find any other mouse in here. And look at these leaves. The outlands here. And we have this apple tree. Very beautiful.
All right, so let's see. What does the crawl space look like? So one thing I noticed, this light's on. Why is this light on? Because it's a different light than the pass-through. So in theory, the light should just be off because it's a motion sensor light. And there's little bits of, around in here. It's actually kind of hard to tell with this thing, but like, so if you look at the top of here, there's some poop here, and then on this mat that was in there, some more mouse poop. So they've been down here, in here. So we're gonna try to take a peek. I mean, it could be also any of this stuff. Well, this light's just always on? No, I don't think so. No. All right, let's take a look. I mean, I don't see any mice, obviously, because they'd be running away. But there's plenty of spaces for them to try to hang out. So they're hanging out in here. Lots of spaces for them to go. So we need to buy some more traps today. Put the traps in here and the rest of them pass through. And then, I mean, until we kill more of them, I guess. There's no point in taking everything out and cleaning it in here because it's just mouse house. So put everything back in, buy some traps, I guess. And then, hi.
No mouse?
I mean, they didn't come say hi. So, but there is mouse poop in here and then on various stuff that was here. So buy some more traps and set them up in here until we catch more mice, I guess. There's no point in like even cleaning anything that's in here really. And then
Based on your mouse experience, what do you think based on the amount of poop? Like,
I mean, there's no way of knowing. We haven't heard any, so.
usually can hurt them.
Yeah, like in my parents' basement when I was in there before, I could hear them in the ceiling. There's a bunch of poop. Maybe it was when one of them died, they were like, "Oh, this place is dangerous," and they ran away.
And they're like, let's go.
But I doubt it. So, like, we just need to put up more traps with peanut butter, and then we'll start killing them here, and then we'll eventually leave to go to the next spot. And then we're in a new location, so then, like, the supply of mice won't be there. And then...
I'm gonna go shower and try not to think about it.
Okay.
It's a whole lot of poop in there.
No, just a little bit. There's actually more poop in that drawer than because like, if we look here, like there's poop that's on top of this.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of poop.
And then there's some here, but like I saw some that's back there. And for instance, so let's see. So this is totally open here. And then let's take a look So like that's open there, and then that goes, I guess, into the next cubby. I mean, like.
So we need to close that.
You can't really. We just need to live here.
No.
I mean, like, because we weren't here, and so then they moved in.
I had the wrong flip-flops.
Yeah.
I'm going to go shower.
So I'll put this stuff away for now.
Give your mom her gift.
Cool.
My sister made this. How cute is it?
I just went grocery shopping and look what I bought. Mouse traps.
And peanut butter?
And peanut butter. I got a peanut butter. Because apparently mouses don't like Nutella. So yesterday we didn't have peanut butter, so I say, well, let's put some Nutella. And they did not get even close. And we know for sure that we have mouses because Nita put a camera on the pass-through and check what was in that. Right, so we are going to get them all.
Mice.
Mice. What did I say?
Mouses.
Mouses. Oh,
That's fine. Forget.
rato.
Everybody forgives it.
I couldn't find this in the grocery shop. I keep walking because I saw the cat, tomcat, and I couldn't identify what it was because it was in the corner. So, you know, challenges in the groceries in the US. Your job now. Let's get them. Good morning to everybody. It's day 3 living in this RV after coming back from 6 weeks away. And we got a third mouse. So, yeah. The mouse, I don't know if they're coming in and coming out, and then I don't know, but that was just in the morning that the trap snapped in. And Nathan just made my breakfast over here.
Breakfast is ready. Ignore the mess. We're boondocking, so I'm doing dishes slowly.
Yeah.
I'm working a lot.
We were working, boondocking, and we didn't have enough time yet to unpack all the stuff. And he is the birthday gift that Nathan got from my niece. Look how cute is it. So she put the stickers in here, some thing here, and then she ripped it off like a roll. So it's here, we need to find a spot. All our bags are here, and coffee.
It's also really cold here right now. And I figured out on accident, and I think this is true. So the furnace last night wasn't heating out the place, and it was really cold. I didn't realize that it had stopped. I just noticed it was cold. And so then that means the propane tank is done. So then I swapped the tanks, turned this one off, turned the other one on, changed the thing. But it turns out that it seems like the furnace, once it runs out of propane, it like turns itself off even though it's on. So for it to work, you have to restart the whole thing.
Oh, I see.
You have to turn it off, turn it back on.
Because you just went outside and turned on the propane.
Right, so I gave it propane, but then it was like, it hardly turned itself off because there was no propane.
I see.
So keep that in mind. If you
And it is cold in here. Oh my gosh.
It's better than when I woke up. It was really hard to get out of bed.
Cold.
Really cold.
And now it's 8:46.
Yep.
And we need to eat breakfast because we have like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And then need to punch in work and start working.
Yeah, in 14 minutes starts work, so we're gonna eat breakfast.
Yeah.
But just wanted to check in to say hi.
And talk about the mouse.
Yeah, talk about the mouse.
I'm back. And I have many stuff. We are getting rid of these mice. You know what I'm talking about. So I got glue, cardboard, because they are walking freely in there. And I got mouse repellent. I got foaming thing so we can seal every place that this mice might be getting in. I got more steel wool duct tape.
And the reason why we have to get more steel wool is because I put all the steel wool we have filling up this space so that hopefully they stop coming into where we live.
Yes.
And at least they can be in the pass-through until we kill them.
This plan will work. Yes.
So an update. I checked the traps down on the pass-through, and one of the traps, all the peanut butter's gone.
What?
So whatever
No
that brand is
way.
of traps, either, I don't know, but I guess either I didn't like work the peanut butter into the trap enough, like a snap trap, or it's just bad traps, I guess. Like, it's a different brand than the other ones that have caught mice in our previous one. We also have some glue traps, but it's important to check these often because you don't want them to be bad, I guess. But so I'm gonna re-add peanut butter on that one, I guess, but try to do it in one where it's like more stuck to the thing, I guess. And then we're gonna set up some of these also.
These are the traps that didn't work. That one, they already eat all. They have been running this thing all the time, constantly.
So you take off this thing, and then I should have folded this first. Okay. And then you fold this, and then you fold here.
But it's gonna be like a little cube, I guess.
Yeah, it makes a little box.
A little box.
I should have started the folds before I put all the stuff. That's okay. So you make the little folds, and then it goes like this. So it attaches like this. And the idea is you put this where they might typically walk through. It's actually a little smaller than the ones I've seen before. I mean, they sort of just run through here because they can do whatever they want.
They don't run freely.
But I think that they kind of run through this spot. So there's some space behind the grill. And so what I'm going to do
Close that path.
is make it so that the path means going through this thing.
The only
idea.
way that they can do is going through that.
I mean, they also climb on top of it and stuff too, but that would be an easy path that they might go through to get there. And then this piece, I mean, this is already, so this is the one that they have been eating a bunch, and they've cleaned it. No peanut butter left.
Oh wow, that's so weird. Unless if this one's broke.
I mean, maybe, but yeah, like there's actually a tiny bit of peanut butter underneath this thing that is supposed to, I don't know, but I'll leave this here, I guess, and then we can rearm that later. But so I put one there, and then we're gonna do one more. I'll pre-fold first instead. That'll make my job a little easier. And then this one, maybe I'll add if they kind of go around this corner.
Yeah. It'd be cool if you could put one also inside of the cables section.
I can, yeah, that's true. I might do that, I guess. The problem is that there's less flat surfaces for me to try to figure out where is a good spot. So now we have this guy. Now, second time it's a lot easier because I
Did the first one. And look at how beautiful it is. All these leaves on the floor.
If they want to go around this corner, they might go through this.
Okay.
So we'll see. We'll try that. And then we also have this camera here to catch some of the action, to try to see what's going on. Maybe?
Should we put some on the other side too?
Sure, let's go on the other
Yep,
side.
let's go on the other side. I'm in war.
Yeah.
I feel bad about it, but unfortunately they're gonna chew on our cables.
Right.
In a perfect world, we would prevent them to get in,
Right.
but
And we'll try that too.
they got in, so now we need to do it. Oh wow, that's a perfect spot for them.
Yeah,
they
there's
love that.
lots of places for them to hang out. So there is, I mean, like there's some mouse poop here and on top of all these things, so they kind of go all over the place.
There's mouse poop everywhere in there.
Yeah, but what I can do is
Yeah, make it a little tiny corner. Yeah.
give them a path through this. So I'll try to get them here. So we'll slide this one here, and I kind of push this box against it. So if they come through this spot to get over here, then they would
Get stuck in that one.
stuck in that guy.
All right. Just one decide or put more?
I'll do one for now, just to kind of see how it works,
Yeah. Okay.
I think.
Should we put one in the propane tank?
If they climb up here and then they go through, I don't know where that goes. So that actually, it's kind of open, but I think that goes into the other propane side, or I don't know if it maybe goes into this. I'm not sure.
Should we put some in there too?
I haven't looked in there, actually. We should grab the keys and look in there.
Yeah, let's put some in there.
Because that'd be really bad if they chewed all that stuff.
Yes, all our batteries. Let's check here.
Ready?
Yes. Open up and jumps on our face. All right.
All right, so let's inspect for any mouse stuff. We have some spiders. So it looks like there's no mouse in here at all. I think this whole thing is actually pretty closed off. There's one itty bitty little spider that got in, but he's fine. But yeah, so this is, if you haven't already seen this, if you're new to our channel, this is our massive battery bank and all of our cool Victron stuff. And we have a bunch of solar panels up top. So we have up in the card in the upper left in the description and stuff. We have links for like a promo code we have if you're looking at getting anything like this stuff. It's really cool stuff. I really like, for boondocking, it's awesome because we can charge it up. We got this done with Mobile Solar Consulting down in Florida, near Jupiter, but actually they're in Stewart now, right?
Yes.
They just relocated actually.
And they do this, all of this personalized based on your needs.
Yeah.
So if you want to just
So for us, we wanted to make sure that we had because we work from home. So we wanted to make sure that we could charge up and have enough for like the day that we're using it, and then if the next day is cloudy, then we can also use all next day. That's why we have, some people do less batteries and more solar because they just want to run the solar. They want to run like ACs during hot days when it's sunny. But we want to also have plenty of power for following days, so we got lots of batteries.
We want to store some of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been working really great.
Yeah.
It's like, I think nowadays 6 months. No, 7 months already.
Oh yeah.
And works really, really great.
Yeah.
We haven't had any problem.
Yep.
And what I like the best is they label every single thing. So if you need to shut it down something, we know exactly where to go. This is like organization. I love it. Things organized. It's beautiful. All right, no mouse in that.
No mouse.
Hello, so today, continue this vlog and this crazy journey with the mice. Today, I just left work a little earlier to do a doctor appointment. It's all good. I'm just doing a checkup while we are multi-docking here in the city. So now the plan is, the mouses are not eating the bites that we left, the peanut butter on the traps. So I'm gonna try to find the ultrasonic device that you're supposed to plug in the power, and that there's gonna be a sound that's supposed to scare them away, so they're gonna get out of the RV. And then after that, we're gonna try to seal all the openings that we can find. But it is really busy working, and now I have this free time, so I'm gonna run to the store to see if I can get it. Hopefully I can get it, because they're not eating the bites. They don't want a peanut butter. They don't want to go there. They level up. These mouses are smart. They are really smart. We got 3 so far. 1 was out of that when we got to the RV, and 2 we got in the traps. But now they stopped coming because they are smart. They are very cute little creatures. So the idea is that we don't need to kill them. We just need to keep them out of the RV. So we'll see what she's looking. All right, let's see. So here's what we got. You can kill the mice with the ultrasound or with the shock, electrical shock, I think. So I think I'm gonna go with this sounds ones, but there's many options. There's also the baits one you can use to kill the mouse, but we're gonna try this one now. I'm very tempted to bring this one too, but then we're not gonna know what's gonna work. So maybe we're gonna try this one. What's funny though, I keep saying mices in the plural, but it's actually just mice. So the lady that helps me to find, she's like, and I say a mouse. And she's like, oh, yeah, okay. That's funny. So let's see if it is gonna work. Outside is so beautiful. All these leaves falling, and this apple tree. So beautiful. Got the mouse thing. Let's go kill! Good morning, it's a new day, it's a bad hair day, and it's a new day to check our traps. Nathan is out here trying to see our progress from the night.
We got 1 mouse, but there's also this light's on, so I think there's still a mouse that's in that room.
So we need to check the glue traps and the other traps to see what we got. Yesterday before bed, we ended up cleaning the couch. We moved the couch, the trifle couch. And then we check under, there was a lot of mouse poops in there. That was not currently activated, but there was a whole lot mouse poop everywhere. So if you have, we're gonna check the traps, but we're gonna make sure to hide if you might feel sensitive about it, seeing that animal. I mean, we don't want to kill them, but unfortunately they're gonna chew in our cables. And then you know how the RV works, so everything's connected through cables.
Right.
So then,
deep cables, because they're sort of living underneath the whole thing. So if they start chewing cables under there, I don't know how we would really replace them easily.
Right. So we don't even know how to fix it. So what we need to do is try to get them. I know we could have used a live trap. A live trap.
I think they might not work as well, maybe, but also like we have to get them and then like drive them out somewhere far away, I guess, and then let them go.
The problem is that we work full time, so there's no time to do anything mostly.
Yeah.
And today's travel day, and then we got propane, and we have a whole lot of things to do. to prepare for this, but this will be in the next week's video. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next videos, and also you don't miss this journey with this mouse.
Yeah.
Okay, let's check the traps.
Okay, so there's one in this trap here, and then the light is on in the utility room. What?
I think I saw one going up.
Where?
Here.
Up?
Right here. On this wall, going up.
I mean, that's not impossible, but...
I don't know. I might be hallucinating. I am hallucinating.
Yeah. So we have a glue trap there, and we also have it on the other side. So let's check that other side first to see if they went in over there before I get rid of these traps and then try to investigate in there.
Okay. Do you want some gloves and plastic bags
Well,
so
right
you can put them?
Yeah, I'll do gloves, I guess. Yeah. And then we'll check the other side.
Just look at.
Yeah, I just want to see if the other glue trap, because it's visible without having to dig in.
If you're wondering what is this purple thing here, this is a pool noodle. We put it here so we don't hit our head and get smashed on this thing. So what's the result on that one?
So none here, although they don't have a lot of reason necessarily to come over here unless they're just exploring. There's no
think
food.
they might be. We just don't have a camera, so we don't know.
Right, that's true. So that's interesting. I've never seen this before. So this is one of the glue traps that are kind of controversial, but apparently he must have gotten stuck a tiny bit. But not very much. Chewed through the thing, and it got free, I guess. So it's back in there, I guess. So this thing didn't really work very well. Interesting.
He chewed on this thing.
Yeah, so he got sort of stuck, but not really stuck. Interesting.
And then, imagine what he's doing with those cables. There's some yellow grease in there. I wonder if he's hurt. I don't know.
Well, it's peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
It's peanut butter on the inside.
Peanut butter, okay.
Because I was trying to encourage them to go into it.
Oh gosh.
So this one's done.
All right, Nathan is super annoyed with the mice.
These mice are so annoying. I think we finally have them not in our living space, but now they're with all the cables. So
Yes.
So we hopefully put down more traps.
Yes.
We'll see if we get however many are remaining.
Yeah, and there is cold. It's cold. So the first thing you have to do is make sure your RV has no holes or no possible way to the mice to get in, which we didn't check before. We assume, especially Nathan, that the factory, of course, they're gonna build an RV that is mice proof.
Because they thought about a lot of stuff. Like, I mean, they've made all kinds of different improvements based on like feedback from people. So I feel like that they would have made it also mouse proof, but
maybe no one gave a feedback about mouse.
So here's our feedback.
That'll be us.
make it mouse proof.
Make a mouse proof RV. Because why not? Right? Doesn't make sense. But once they are in, the best way is getting them out before they destroy your RV.
Right.
And I researched, and they can reproduce every 2 or 3 weeks, and they give like 7 to 8 babes. So our RV was here for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So that means there was enough time for them to make a nest.
Yeah, lots of time.
And make a babies. So now we need to do it.
So I'm investigating where possibly mice came in. So I thought maybe it would be around this, but this actually looks pretty good. There's this tiny hole, but I don't think they're small enough to fit in there. Oh, that's tempting. I'll have to look at that on the side. Some big speakers there. It's cool. There's this. It's down slightly, but I think it's still attached with the Velcro. So I don't know how they got in. And this is the tube where the water comes through. And then this is what I was talking about, but actually this is also sealed up. Unless somehow they got, like, that goes inside, I guess. Let's check the gear stuff for the slides. I just don't see any spots, actually. I don't even know what I would seal up. So if we look right here, there's a tiny, tiny space here. It doesn't even want to focus. It's so tiny. But it's Velcroed, and I think it's shut. Yeah, I consider that to be shut. What about over in this corner? What is this? Let's check. No, that's pretty good. Interesting. Do we spot anything on the side? Because underneath it seems like it's actually pretty good. What I wonder is if they can get through this somehow into the inside. There's a little bit of a gap right there with this fabric here. I wonder if they can get around that or in there. I mean, basically, let me just tell you what. There's no obvious spot for mice to get in, but they definitely got in. But so when they got in, all of our slides were in, and I don't know if we have new ones in or if it's just the old ones. But so I guess I'll look at the back section to see if there's some way they got in there, because they're in the pass-through. So it might be that they got in somewhere from the underbelly, and then they crawl through the tank area. But everything looks pretty good. Yeah, like even, it's like this is all sealed up pretty well. Oh, actually, while we're down here. So this is maybe a way that they can get in. If they climbed up this, and then if they slid through either of these 2 holes, maybe, they can get to the underbelly. Like this one's sealed up really well, but this one feels like it's not. Plus this extra hole. So maybe we'll put some steel wool and duct tape over all that. Huh. I feel like the screw is on sideways. It's interesting. I guess it's, I don't know. I'm no expert. So maybe I'll put some stuff in there. I found a big hole. The downside is this thing needs, why is this gigantic hole here? Let me see if I can get some light in there. Interestingly enough, this slide doesn't seem to have that piston. I think, oh, maybe it's over there. Let's see. Aha. It is here, okay. So this one also has the same piston, potentially in the same spot actually, that goes into here. What I don't know is if this gives them access to the inside, or if it would just give them access to where this piston lives. So if that thing gives them access, then I don't think I can do much because I don't think I can close that up. But yeah, so I mean, when the slide was in, that would be accessible. If that's how they got in, then I'll have to think about how I would try to fix that. My guess is that it would just, like it's a small isolated spot on the inside, but we'd have to maybe ask Brinkley or the forum about that to find out. There's a human over there.
Hi. How are you doing over there?
Good, how are you?
Good. Did you find Master's Pass?
Sort of, maybe not really, maybe.
You want some wool?
No, because the things I found are like big holes. I crawled around the hole underneath the RV.
I'm so proud of you.
This is like intentionally closed up. This one seems like an accident. There's a little bit of space. So I'm gonna clean up that. I'm not gonna make the big hole closed. Duct tape.
All right, I'm gonna go clean the kitchen.
Okay.
Glad you're working this.
All right.
Have fun. Bye.
Bye. There's a chipmunk that's under here with me. He thinks I'm Snow White. But I love animals. I do love animals, but I don't want more chipmunks to. Actually, it's the mice. The mice are the problem. These chipmunks don't necessarily want to mess with me. Oh, you scared of the chipmunk? Goodbye. Goodbye, chipmunk. Oh no, you didn't scare him away. He's actually right there. You see him?
I see.
He came underneath the RV with me. He's not scared of you at all.
Not at all.
We have black duct tape things and scissors somewhere. Where did I put the scissors? Oh, no, okay. So we're gonna clean up here, and then we have some steel wool. I don't know if I even need the steel wool because it's such a small spot. Okay, so we have some steel wool. Oh, this is like the thicker stuff. Interesting. So let me pull some of this off. Okay, and then we can put this here, and then duct tape, I guess. I don't know. I'm making this up. Alrighty, and then we'll tape this on, cover up this hole, and then we'll go this way with the duct tape, and then try to close that up. I don't know if it's really how they're getting in or not, but this doesn't hurt anything. Plugging these up, I would worry a little bit if I put like foam in there, but I think I will just do, and I'll check the similar thing on all the other ones. See if maybe it's coming in through there. Put some of that there. And then on the other side, over here, on this side, trust me, it's here. Okay, and actually the top as well, interesting. Whoa, I'm still here. This chipmunk is crazy. Okay, so that's closed up, I guess. Next. It seems that we are camping in nature. We have chipmunks that live underneath the RV, and mice that live inside the RV. What are you gonna do?
If you're here, please make sure to subscribe. We're trying to hit 10,000 followers in this YouTube channel. We are very happy actually to have all of you guys watching us.
It's awesome.
It's way better than we imagined and actually help us a whole lot with our RV journey.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for the next videos and thank you again for watching us.
That's it.